How many of you heard of NDS? And these are all good boys. Yeah, heard of NDS. NDS is nothing but non-deliverable forward. Okay, non-deliverable forward means everybody knows what is full convertibility and not full convertibility. Rupee is not fully convertible, right? So people cannot freely bring in dollars from overseas into India even today, and they cannot take dollars out freely, unlimited amounts, right? So rupee is not fully convertible, whereas currencies like dollar, yen, pound, Swiss franc, euro, yen, everything is all fully convertible. So if a currency is fully convertible, it has the same price everywhere in the world, right? So this is the euro-dollar chart. Euro-dollar price is right now 1. Can you see in the left column? 1.369495939496. That's a live price for euro-dollar. 1 euro is equal to so many dollars. Now, all of us know that at this point in time, this is the interbank price for the euro in terms of dollars everywhere in the world. Whether it's onshore in Europe or it's anywhere else in the world. You know, the smallest country in the world, the euro price is right now 1 euro is equal to so many dollars. Why? Evidently, because it's a convertible currency, free movement of this currency is allowed. In the case of rupee, since rupee is not fully convertible, right? Therefore, an offshore market has developed gradually overseas. It started developing over 10 years back when foreign investors started bringing money into India for investment. Initially, RBI did not allow these FIIs to take a hedge against their capital investment in India. If you think for just half a minute, you realize why. Just do the same thing. Put yourself in the shoes of the foreign investor. Okay? You are Merrill Lynch. You are Merrill Lynch. And you want to bring in $5 billion into India. What are the two things that you worry about? Very obvious. First would be the return that you earn on equity in India. And the other would be the dollar rupee rate when you take that return outside. When you take the dollars outside, that's obviously a worry to you, right? Now we know that FIs can't take money out. In the last 1 month, they've shown that to us. That they have sold. How much have FIs sold in the last 1 month? Rajesh FI. I want to hear the number. 950 million. No. Come on. I'm glad to see things haven't changed here. Many times we have I think the number is about 1.3 billion. Okay. What is the total FI investment in India? 28. Sorry? Last year it was 28. Yeah, that's one question you want to. मेरे बेटे जैसा है. तो आगे एंड बेटी भी जैसा पहले आपसे पूछे. मैंने ये बोला कि लास्ट ईयर कितना पैसा लाया था. मैंने total investment कितना है इंडिया में? What was the market value of the total FI investment as of December 2010 in India? You guys are lucky. I'm not here to interview you on behalf of either side. It was $300 billion. What is the market value of the total FI investment in India today? Oh, come on, guys, calculate that. The market's down by 15%. What is 85% of 300? If it's down by 15%, they're down by $45 billion. They have taken out $1.3 billion and they are down by $45 billion. You think it's a smart strategy? You think if you were the trader, you were the fund manager, your CEO says, this is the year you get the best bonus of your life. You brought back home $1 billion and the market cap is down $45 billion. I'm just going down this pipeline for a minute to tell you that as our friend Subir, one of the famous fund managers in Singapore, tells us, no FII who's got his head screwed on the right way, okay, and doesn't have the analyzed things inside his head. No FII when bringing money into India thinks that एक दिन ऐसा आएगा, माफ करता हूँ, जिस दिन मैं सारा पैसा वापस लेके जाऊँगा अपने देश में. He can't do it. Our market just doesn't have that depth. Okay, so this, I'm not defending foreign banks because I was work from them, but you've seen a live case. These guys are on the board saying this, that you keep believing us as the short-term investors, speculators, and you keep believing us. They are the longest-term investors. They are here forever. They just can't make their money, and the last 1 month shows that to us. Only these exchange traded funds, etc., have sold 1.3 billion, and their value, their total holding. See, finally they are interested in that. जब आप पैसा डालते हो किसी एक्सपेक्टेड म्यूचुअल फंड में तो क्या देखते हो, उसका एनएवी देखते हो ना, एनएवी क्या है, टोटल वैल्यू डिवाइडेड बाय द यू नो व्हाट है, दैट्स इट राइट. उनके एनएवी क्या, व्हाट इज द एनएवी, 45 billion is down the drain. They are not bringing money to take back all the money. They are bringing money to get returns. Still, even though they are not going to take all the money on one fine day, like this loan we talked about, 500 million. Mr. Kundeta has to return the money. Okay, he can't say. No, if he doesn't give, if he doesn't return the money for 2 or 3 days, it's a technical default. Okay? And no PhD will default. The point I want to make here is, in spite of the fact that college knows that they're not going to take the money back, they still will want to hedge the foreign currency risk on their investment. Yeah? Sorry? They don't want to take money back. Why they take it? It's the thing I thought you. You are the only guy in class who's using his or her head. I want to ask that question. I'm glad you're running ahead of me. I don't want to say shame on you and all that stuff. You're too old. But come on, guys, wake up. Put yourself in the shoes of the Merrill Lynch MD in New York. You're putting in 10 billion into India. Your total investment is 10 billion. Okay? Would you like to answer this question? When you know for sure कि पैसा तो वापस आएंगे, अगर मैं 10 बिलियन लाने की कोशिश करूँगा, तब तक उसकी वैल्यू आपको केमिस्ट्री याद है स्कूल की अनसर्टेनिटी केमिस्ट्री. जब तक आप पैसा लाओगे ना, तब तक वो 10 बिलियन का वैसे ½ बिलियन रह जाएगा. So there's no point in bringing the money back. Knowing that fully well, I am telling you, you will still have to follow that. Can you answer why? Sir, एक मिनट. आपको Yes, sir. I would like an answer. Very obvious. Absolutely, absolutely. किस तरह की बैलेंस शीट बन रही है आपकी? जामिन को अच्छा नहीं बन रही, डॉलर में बन रही है यार. आप पीएनएल किस करेंसी में दे रहे हो? डॉलर में दे रहे हो. क्या करोगे? एक अपना एक 150 पीएनएल मेरा में, एक पीएनएल मेरा. कितनी इमर्जिंग मार्केट करेंसी? अच्छा 5 है. 5 पीएनएल ले आता हूँ. There will be only 1 PNL and 1 balance sheet. Everything dollars. This is called a translation loss. Right? Have you read or heard or studied about the foreign currency? Nobody was having losses. It's because of these. I still thought it or not. What is NTM? NTM is nothing. NTM is just a restatement. I have something. This is also आपने घर लिया संसार. अभी इस वक्त anybody knows संसार में जमीन के क्या दाम है? I think it's not very good at now. What are the current prices of land in Muslim? 3 lakh rupees per square yard. सर आप नहीं करेंगे, माफ करेंगे सर. वीडियो forgive me सर. आप नहीं सर मिडिल क्लास के, बिल्कुल मिडिल क्लास के. हमारे जवाहर से वो निकलते ही नहीं है मिडिल क्लास से. Now the price of land in Muslim is 10 lakh rupees a yard. So 1,000 yard plot is worth 100 crores. I am not exaggerating. You can keep looking at me, guys. In Sundarnagar, an 800 yard plot, my client was offered 80 crores last year in the first quarter. Sorry. So the amount is so large. I don't have anything. So somebody yesterday said, can we buy 1 yard? Take a house, you know, then buy one. In Sundarnagar, prices reach, by the way, in Sundarnagar, all plots are 800 yards. Just a handful of plots in Sundarnagar. It's a couple of acres. तो वहाँ पे तो लास्ट ही 10 लाख रुपये हो गया था. तो इस साल मैंने पूछा Anyway, just come back. Though I don't see the logic for it, but there are some people who are not accountants. Okay. Now, I put them in the category of regrettable necessity. Okay. They're totally regrettable, but they are necessary. This is not my term. This term was made by a famous economist called Ruggles and Ruggles. This is a husband-wife pair, and they made this term for regrettable necessities, and they put things like, army, all this stuff. जिसकी बिना हम जी नहीं सकते, लेकिन उसमें कोई वैल्यू ऐड नहीं होती है. तो अकाउंटेंट्स में हमको बताया कि यार हमको ना रजिस्ट्रेट करना पड़ेगा, और आपको 3 महीने के बाद करना पड़ेगा. So coming back to work, if I have made a capital investment and it's in some other currency, I can show the value of that investment, the market value of that investment, only in the currency of my domicile. All the foreign investors are foreign because their domicile is not in India. They have to hedge. They simply have to hedge. And RBI and its wisdom said, "पैसा तो आप don't get me wrong. Okay, I have the greatest respect for RBI. I'm sure you guys don't know this. RBI and SEBI are miles and miles ahead of the average Western regulator. And if you look at the council of regulators that, I don't know why I haven't used names of the South America, Golden Brazil and all that, but there's a huge amount of respect to Indian regulators outside of India. India में कोई रिपोर्ट नहीं है, क्योंकि हम जब भी कोई गलत काम करते हैं तो वो आते हैं काम करते हैं. Anyway, so RBI data said that foreign investors aren't hedging up. So foreign investors said, okay, we try and develop a market offshore. So between foreign investors, who else would want to hedge foreign currency positions in India and who's based overseas? To you guys, come on, who else? आप लोग समझ नहीं रहे हो सर, वो तो एनालाइज करना तो छोटा है सर, वो ना मतलब we talk about really big numbers, we talk about so they will contribute, but this is not the retail market, sir. This is the wholesale or institutional market. So who else would want to hedge? Both. That's very smart. I'm glad I'm getting some traction now. I'll just hold on to that and don't forget this remind me. MNCs will want to hedge. Now here's a trick question. MNCs can hedge onshore also. They can. Now here's the behavioral. Giving you the hints which you will answer. But you will feel reluctant to answer in public even if you think you don't answer. Why will you as an MNC CFO sitting in New York, when you're allowed to hedge in the Indian market, why will you still prefer to hedge with a bank in New York? Only know that then. Sir, this is the answer. You will hedge with a bank in New York क्योंकि उसका जो डीलर है उसके साथ आप शाम को दारू पीते हो यार. आप उसको जानते हो, you know the person, वो बैंक में आपके वर्क ऑफिस में आता है, आप you know the guy. The same bank has a branch in Mumbai. And you say, Mumbai? What should I go to Mumbai and hedge my dollars? I know this guy, the corporate bank comes to me every day. If I call him, वो जो भी कर रहा है छोड़ के आएगा. अगर छुट्टी पे होगा तो भी मेरे फोन उठाएगा. और मेरे वर्किंग टाइम में काम कर रहा होगा. मैं कुछ सुबह 3 बजे आके बॉम्बे फोन करूँ, पैसे कैच करूँ. The truth is, in spite of whatever advancements in technology, being able to put a face and a body under that face to your transactor on the other side, is a huge comfort. It's a huge comfort. The MNCs, a lot of MNCs still like to hedge offshore. That's not the only reason. The point is कि वो उस बैंक के साथ ना इतने ज़्यादा transactions कर रहे हैं, उनकी efficiency इतनी ज़्यादा है, pricing इतनी fine है. It makes no sense कि जब मैं 10 billion की hedging New York में कर रहा हूँ, तो not 20 million की hedging में ना हो. It just doesn't make sense. So this market developed offshore. Okay, so MNC, FIs, and आपने बताया Indian companies sir? You said Indian companies. Why would Indian companies want to hedge offshore? Why would they want to deal offshore at all? We'll come to that. Sir, मैं शुरू में NDFC किया था, वहाँ पे पहुँचे नहीं अभी तक. सर कह रहे हैं, अजय, He tries to avoid taxes. Unfortunately, you know, ये सब तो सारी उनका tax का notice करते हैं. तो हम लोग को बहुत अच्छा tax नहीं करते. हम तो कहते हैं कि इतना tax ये सरकार ने 5 रुपए और देता है. So what do you write, sir? But that's not what I'm driving at. Why would Indian companies want to hedge? Why would they want to transact offshore at all? This is a financial answer, not a behavioral answer. You guys know that in recent years, there are full calendar of financial years when India's FDI overseas is equal to or even higher than offshore investment coming into India. Of course, we know that. Everybody knows that. Tata Steel, Chorus, Jaguar. Answer is that one of my clients, private sector client, has bought 18 companies in Europe. In England, Europe को continent मानते हैं. Basically, England is continental Europe में. उसने 18 कंपनियां खरीदी. वो कंपनियां उसने खरीदी हैं. You know what the style is. Tata Steel after buying Chorus, I don't think it has immediately said Hindustan will be there, down will be their company, and kicked out all the Chorus companies there. Thrown down people from India and चलो वापस आ गए. Actually, I mean, it happens. What you find, the only model that works is keep all the guys, you know, because otherwise the shell is worth nothing. It's the operating company that's even going to give you, right? Are you aware of this? Very few people are sacked because the minute you sack a guy, usually all the guys there, all the rest of the guys they start drinking Pepsi and saying, "Mera number kab hai? Mera number kab hai?" So you don't want to demoralize your team, right? So they are keeping up all their banking practices, banking transactions with the local banks. And the other reason is, the practical reason is that when FDI from India offshore is running into billions of dollars, the onshore dollar rupee market does not have that kind of depth and liquidity. You know? So when Mr. Kundera brought in $500 million 10 days back, हमारे देश का सोने की चिड़िया का डॉलर रुपी का पूरा पूरा मार्केट 20 पैसे कम ऐसे ही दिखते हैं. You know, this will not happen. In euro dollar, you can't hit the market for $1 billion in 2 lots of 500 each. Nothing will happen in the market. What are the daily volumes in the FX market, friends? 4 trillion. यार ये भी इसमें भी थोड़ा सा ना कॉन्सेप्चुअली और अनसर्टेनिटी प्रिंसिपल वाला है. उसका समझ लो क्योंकि आप जब तक 4 ट्रिलियन गिनोगे ना तब तक तो दिन ही खत्म हो जाएगा. तब तक अगला दिन आएगा. मुझे लगता है इसमें फ्लशिंग बहुत होती है. कोई कहता है 3 ट्रिलियन, कोई कहता है 4 ट्रिलियन. बट या बेसिकली द volumes are very very large. So this is the most liquid market in the world. So the reason for Indian companies wanting to hedge offshore is because of huge amount of investment in the offshore market. Okay, so coming back to the offshore market. The big difference between the offshore and the offshore market is that in the offshore market, on the due date, you bought forward dollars or you sold forward dollars, on the due date, you cannot take or give delivery of the dollars against rupees. Please understand this, that's the big difference. You cannot actually exchange dollars to rupees offshore because rupee can be settled only in India. So what happens if you are an importer? If you are an importer in India and you have a dollar payment to make after 1 month and you want to hedge your dollar rupees, you buy dollars forward 1 month, right? You lock a rate of say spot 45.50 plus premium 10 paisa 45.60. 1 month later, the bank will debit your account by how many rupees? 45.60 paisa and will remit your dollars to whoever you have to make the payment. So you actually settle the transaction. In the offshore market, if you have bought dollars from the same bank on the due date, he cannot take 45.60 paisa from you there and cannot give you the dollars there because rupee will have to be settled here in India. So what do you think will happen on the due date in the offshore transaction? Because transactions are happening, right? All the time offshore transactions are happening. If it can't be settled, then what else can happen to it? It will just be cancelled, yeah? That's all. It will be cancelled at the rate prevailing on that day. Which is an alternative open to you in India also. You can buy forward dollars and cancel them. Just like stock futures, right, or index futures. I buy the Nifty. If I buy the Nifty for say 1 month later, I don't have to hold the futures for 1 month and then nobody actually gives me the Nifty, right? I have to just cancel the transaction or sell back the Nifty anytime between now and the due date. In the offshore market, the transactions cannot be physically settled, but they can be settled by cancellation. The opposite transaction will happen. So if I have bought dollars forward 1 month and the rate is 45.60 my forward rate, then 1 month later, whatever is the spot rate in the market at that day, my bought position will be settled at that rate. So 1 month later it's 46. That means I have made a gain of 46 minus 45.60, 40%. Okay. Now here is the do number graph. Because transactions in the offshore market cannot be physically settled, the rates in the offshore market are different from the rates in the onshore market. The spot rate is the same at all points in time, but the forward premia are dramatically different. So if today you are a company in India and you want to buy forward dollars 1 year, you will get one rate if you buy dollars onshore, and you will get a different rate if you buy dollars offshore. It could be much higher or much lower. Can you see a very, very convenient way of making money out of it? It's very obvious, right? Wherever the rate is higher, I would sell dollars in that market. And wherever the rate is lower, I would buy dollars in that market. Okay? Now this works, I don't want to put it on the board because you guys are very smart. What will happen? Irrespective of where the spot rate expires on the last day, effectively you would have made the difference between the buying and the selling rate. Suppose you have bought dollars forward at 46 and sold them forward at 47. If 1 year later the spot rupee expires even at 50, it will just mean that on one leg you have a loss of 3 rupees, on the other leg you have a gain of 4 rupees. Your net gain of 1 rupee is dropping. Does everybody understand that? This is, yeah. Is the community able to transfer their money from the offshore economy to यही तो मार्क खा गया हिंदुस्तान. देखिए ये तो है बहुत सारा लग रहा है. Here is the perpetual money making machine. Where are all these Gordon professors who said no arbitrage is possible? There is no freelance in the corporate sector. Arbitrage actually right. You can't. How can you get that? यार सर ने कहा ना हिंदुस्तानी दिमाग आप जानते हैं ना, तो कुछ भी कर सकते हैं. तो स्वामीनाथन है संकलेश्वर ये आप इसको ऐसा तो नहीं जिसने नाम नहीं सुना. ऐसा कोई नहीं है ना, कोई नहीं है ना ऐसा. तो बताओ इसके नाम में अंकलेश सरैया कौन है? Who's Ankilesh Saraiya? Who's Iyer? Guy, that's his wife's name. Can any one of you, well, none of you is married now. I don't know any other Indian male who has gone to such an extreme for women to live. He said, so far, जब से हमारा देश पैदा हुआ और तुम्हें आदमी बना लिया, मैं I am different. I am Maggie Morton sweet tomato ketchup. His name is Swaminathan S. Swaminathan S. is his own name. Thousand कैसे होता है? Ramdas P. Swaminathan S. I'm not making fun. That's the name, right? So his name is Swaminathan S. And Ankilesh Saraiya Iyer, you know, his wife's name. So he's Swaminathan S. Ankilesh Saraiya Iyer. So I'm sure he doesn't give his full name when he's introducing himself. Anyway, so what I want to say was that you guys really must read, you know, what is writing. Anyway, let's come back to this. Maybe not. The point you made about transferring the money, etc., etc. You see, Swaminathan Iyer actually writes on Sunday piece in the Times Union called Swaminathan, and I would urge every one of you. I mean, I am no local standard to tell you what to do, but it's worth the read. It's really worth it. I mean, he's one of the truly original thinkers. जिसको हम इंडिया बुद्धि जी कहते हैं ना, इंडिया में लोग बहुत कम है जो अपने दिमाग को काम कराते हैं, वो उसका दिमाग ही सब काम करते रहता है. Such original things to say. तो उसने एक चीज लिखा था about जुगाड़. You know, so that's just vehicle you see in UP and all. You know, generator के engine से वो it's amazing यार, that thing runs. उसमें 20 लोग बैठ के चलते हैं, सब काम होता है. तो इंडिया में जुगाड़ हर चीज का है. आप जो बोल रहे हैं ना कि सेटलमेंट कैसे करेंगे अगर वहाँ पे लॉस हो गया, does everybody get this question? You don't do opposite deal. In India, you make 5 rupees on the deal also. ये बहुत अच्छा है. मेरे अकाउंट में मैंने 100 मिलियन दिया, कुछ 40 करोड़ का क्रेडिट आ गया. But offshore मेरे 4 रुपये का लॉस है. I have to pay 40 करोड़ to the bank there. It is almost $8 million. अब ये just keep basically जो मेरी offshore entity होगी, मैं यहाँ पे बहुत बड़ा कंपनी हूँ, मेरे मंत्री आगे पीछे मेरे भागते हैं. लेकिन you know सिंगापुर में या लंदन में तो मैं I'm a rounding off error. You know what am I saying? You know, the prime minister doesn't invite me. So already it's a small company. The turnover is 50 million. कभी मैं above property line आ जाता हूँ, कभी BPL हो जाता हूँ, कभी profit भी होता है. How will I pay $8 million there? That's a problem. But there is a way around everything. Way around that is that RBI allows Indian, the parent company, to remit a certain percentage of its net worth to its joint venture or subsidiary companies offshore for miscellaneous corporate purposes. I'm telling you stuff which you should be knowing. I'm only telling you all this so that you make sure you don't do this. All this is very interesting, but let me tell you, RBI has explicitly banned arbitrage transactions. Now here is a completely catch-22 kind of situation, or Alice in Wonderland kind of situation. RBI can ban what the companies can do in India, but how can RBI ban what companies do offshore? So RBI needs to. So I'll tell you the text of the circular which came from RBI. I saw this. This is about 2 years back. There's no transaction will be entered into by a corporate in India or by a counterparty in India, which is the exact opposite of the identical transaction that is being done elsewhere. So, they can't say don't do that because there's no decision out in India. So they say, how can RBI implement that? You can't. So you know, so you know, those who are not to arbitrage, they said, look, you told you it's a good thing now, RBI is specifically banned. But those who are doing arbitrage said, you know what they said. But you know, there's a lot of money to be made in the IPO market. I tell you why. Because the offshore volumes are very high and the onshore volumes are also very high. So you can actually do a lot of. I know corporates who are making about $500,000 every month on just doing arbitrage. Just arbitrage. That's a lot of money. May not sound like a lot of money to you, but it means sound like a lot of money. So $6 million a year after year you're making. That's a neat addition to your bottom line. Okay.